Good day everyone. Today is Catch-Up Friday video. Are you ready for the guidelines of Catch-Up Friday? If yes, let us start. Catch-Up Friday is implemented under DepEd Memorandum No. 1, Series 2024, or the implementation of Catch-Up Fridays. The Department of Education remains steadfast in its commitment to delivering quality, relevant, inclusive, and responsive basic education. This commitment is further strengthened by the present administration's 8-point socioeconomic agenda and the MATTAG education agenda to produce competent, job-ready, active, and responsible citizens, equipped with essential competencies and skills for lifelong learning. The department's current initiatives provide opportunities to enhance learners' academic performance, particularly the low proficiency levels in reading based on national and international large-scale assessments. These assessment results necessitate prompt attention to address learning gaps and strengthen the reading proficiency of every learner. Similarly, to bolster the basic education priorities articulated in the MATTAG agenda and accelerate the achievement of education targets as stipulated in DepEd Order No. 13, Series 2023 titled Adoption of the National Learning Recovery Program, NLRP, there is a need to intensify values, health, and peace education. Values education remains a priority in compliance with Republic Act No. 11476, Good Manners and Right Conduct, GMRC, and Values Education Act, which recognizes the vital role of the youth in nation building. The urgency for peace education is a prompt response to the 2022 Program for International Student Assessment, PISA, results which reveal that bullying remains a pervasive problem in public schools, and the need for Filipino learners as global citizens to acquire and strengthen peace competencies, allowing them to become peace builders and advocates in their respective communities. While health education demands stronger advocacy to ensure the overall health and well-being of learners. In light of these considerations, DepEd shall implement Catch-Up Fridays beginning January 12, 2024, across elementary and secondary schools and community learning centers, CLCs, nationwide. All Fridays of January 2024 shall be dedicated to the Drop Everything and Read, DEAR, activity and orientation for field officials. It shall also be used as a venue to gather feedback from field implementers on the guidelines of Catch-Up Fridays. Catch-Up Fridays is a learning mechanism intended to strengthen the foundational, social, and other relevant skills necessary to actualize the intent of the basic education curriculum. This initiative is integral in the National Reading and Mathematics programs, which are critical subprograms of the NLRP, stipulated in DO No. 13. Series 2023, all Fridays throughout the school year shall be designated as Catch-Up Fridays, with a focus on operationalizing the National Reading Program, NRP, during the first half of the day's schedule and on fostering values, health, and peace education for the second half. Additionally, the Homeroom Guidance Program, HGP, shall also be included in the Catch-Up Fridays. The time allotment for each learning area on a Friday shall be used to enhance learners' knowledge and skills in and appreciation of reading, values, health, and peace education. A sample class program for Grade 1 learners in the current K-12 curriculum with Catch-Up Friday for single shift is provided as enclosure No. 1. Values, health, and peace education shall revolve around monthly themes or sub-themes based on the basic education curricular framework and standards. While teachers shall be given the prerogative to narrow down or devise additional sub-themes, alignment with the quarterly themes is essential. Teachers shall employ an integrative approach to teaching. For example, the content of any learning area can be used as a springboard for developing the reading skills of learners. Health themes can be integrated into science to foster a deeper understanding of health-related concepts. Peace education themes can be integrated into technology and livelihood education, TLE, to allow learners to explore how technology can be used for conflict resolution, communication, and community building. Enclosure number 3 provides the quarterly themes and subthemes, while enclosure numbers 4, 5, and 6 indicate the suggested strategies for values, health, and peace education, respectively. Catch-up Fridays shall not be graded. Since its main objective is to reinforce learning, individual progress shall be monitored through the learner's reflection journal, compiling reading experiences, learnings, and appreciation of values, health, and peace education. Learners may also articulate their thoughts through various forms of writing, such as stories, journals, personal essays, and other forms of creative expression that reflect their unique learning experiences. The time allotment for the NRP shall give learners opportunities for reading intervention and reading enhancement through developmentally appropriate reading materials. Enclosure number 2 provides the suggested strategies for reading. Various strategies shall be employed by schools to implement Catch-up Fridays, including Drop Everything and Read, DEAR, Readathon, Fora, and invitation of resource persons. Teachers shall engage in collaborative expertise sessions through Learning Action Cells, LAC, and other professional development activities to share effective practices and prepare materials together for the effective implementation of Catch-up Fridays. Schools are highly encouraged to forge and strengthen stakeholder engagement to gather support and ensure the sustainability of Catch-up Fridays. School heads shall be primarily responsible for supervising the implementation of Catch-up Fridays. The Curriculum and Learning Management Division, CLMD, and Curriculum Implementation Division, CID, shall collaborate to ensure compliance. Quarterly reports from the regional offices shall be submitted to the DepEd Central Office. Curriculum and Teaching, CT, strand, through the Bureau of Learning Delivery, BLD, for assessment and evaluation of the program, suggested strategies for reading. The National Reading Program caters to the different reading needs of learners through its two-pronged approach: 1. Reading intervention, and 2. Reading enhancement. Here's a sample class program flow with suggested activities for reading intervention and suggested routine for reading enhancement. Strategies to facilitate pleasure reading. A. Drop everything and read, DEAR. Provide learners with an opportunity to read a book of their choice. This should be done independently and silently for a relatively short period, i.e., a maximum of 30 minutes with no interruptions or quizzes on what has been read. B. Teacher read aloud. Choice of books for enjoyment shall be accorded to the learners. Teachers may recommend books that align with learners' existing interests, preferences, and contexts, or introduce learners to new topics or genres that they enjoy. See Book Talk. Learners shall be given opportunities to share, recommend, or discuss books that they have read with teachers and classmates. Teachers shall provide encouraging and safe space for learners to hold intimate and personalized book talk and recommend books that their classmates might also find interesting. D. Choral reading. Teachers shall carefully select a book or story suitable for group reading, ensuring it is patterned or predictable, especially for beginners. The chosen text should be of moderate length and align with the independent reading level of most students. Each learner receives a copy of the text to follow along as they read. During the activity, T1 teacher guides a collective reading experience by rereading the story. All learners participate by reading the story aloud together in unison. E. Partner reading. Teachers may pair learners in different ways, either based on similar reading abilities or by matching high-level readers with low-level readers. It is crucial to be mindful of learners with special needs, adjusting pairings as necessary. To establish a clear routine for paired reading, teachers need to communicate how learners should engage with each other. This includes deciding whether they will read aloud together, take turns reading by paragraph or page, or have one person read, asking questions, and providing feedback and praise for correct reading. F. Readathon. Teachers may include 10 to 15-minute segments into their language class periods where volunteer learners either retell stories or offer oral reading interpretations of texts preferably written by Filipino authors. Here's our suggested activities for reading enhancement for Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2, and Key Stage 3. Quarterly themes and subthemes for values, health, and peace education from grades 1 to 12. One, small group discussion. This strategy facilitates individual participant engagement, ensuring each voice is heard. To be effective, discussion should rely on factual information and well-considered ideas. 2. Think, pair, share. It is a discussion technique where partner groups are formed. The facilitator poses a question or topic for discussion. Person A responds to the question uninterrupted while B listens. After a given time, partners reverse roles. Later, A relates to the class the points B expressed and vice versa. It is a good exercise to improve listening skills. 3. Visualization/imagination exercise. In this learning strategy, learners utilize their imagination, envisioning alternatives in various scenarios, such as conflict situations. 4. Perspective taking. Learners are encouraged to understand and value another person's standpoint, a crucial skill in problem solving that fosters empathy and tolerance. 5. Role playing. This classic technique allows participants to emotionally engage with situations, fostering empathy and understanding different perspectives, benefiting both cognitive and emotional learning. 6. Simulation games. Simulating scenarios like violence aids learners in comprehending such situations and encourages creative thinking for resolving injustices, for example, in activities like sharing the Earth's resources. 7. Problem solving. A valuable learning approach that employs cognitive skills such as analysis and evaluation to generate and assess options. 8. Considering positions/issues, poll/debates. This activity highlights diverse viewpoints on controversial statements, prompting participants to take stances agree, neutral, or disagree, encouraging debate. 9. Encouraging action. Learners are prompted to commit to specific actions as part of applying their learning. 10. Reading or writing a quotation. Sharing piece-related quotes prompts learners to reflect on and appreciate the session's concepts. 1. Web charting/advance organizing. Using a word like war or peace to elicit association stimulates thinking and initiates discussions on peace-related concepts. 12. Use of films, documentaries, news clips, or photographs. Presenting visual media aids in creating vivid mental images, followed by discussions on conveyed messages and learner reactions, is an effective and engaging learning experience regardless of grade levels. 13. Telling stories including personal stories. Sharing anecdotes helps learners remember and connect with the concepts being taught, fostering a more personal connection. 14. Song/poem analysis. Analyzing piece-related songs or poems allows for creative interpretation and a deeper understanding of imparted values. 15. Sentence completion. Completing sentences helps gauge learners' thoughts, feelings, and action ideas on specific topics. 16. Journal writing/individual reflectlon. Learners reflect on session topics through guided questions, encouraging personal introspection. 17. Go round. A strategy where the teacher-facilitator briefly solicits the opinion of each participant to gain diverse perspectives. 18. Teachable moments. Seizing opportunities to discuss current, relevant issues within or beyond the classroom setting is considered an effective pedagogical practice. 19. Interviews/research. Engaging learners in interviewing peace advocates fosters appreciation for peace-building efforts. 20. Expert resources. Exposing learners to the ideas of justice and peace advocates, especially for contentious topics. 21. Reciprocal teaching. Learners take turns teaching, enhancing their understanding of concepts and values. 22. Twinning projects. Learners may partner with another person from a different locality via email or regular mail to discuss topics related to peace. 23. Dialogues. Encouraging conversations rather than debates to find common ground on problematic issues. 24. Exposure trips. Allowing learners to interact with victims of injustice, fostering empathy, and motivating action. 25. Educational tours. Visiting historical places, museums, and cultural heritage cement a basic understanding of peaceful coexistence. 26. Muddiest point. Learners are allowed to share their questions and vague understanding of a given topic so that teachers can clarify and explain further some concepts and ideas. 27. Use of globes and maps. Continuously displaying these devices to remind learners of global interconnectedness. 28. Brainstorming. Encouraging creative thinking by allowing ideas to flow freely before evaluating and selecting solutions. 29. Panel discussion of experts. Occasionally, inviting academicians, experts, ALD resource persons will provide learners with fresh perspectives and insights on a given topic or content. 30. Reading quotations. Reflecting on wise words from various influential figures related to peace. 31. Use of charts AAD graphs. Utilizing statistics to demonstrate societal issues complements empathetic understanding. 32. Case studies. Exploring real-life scenarios of injustice or violence, prompting analysis and problem-solving. 33. Collage making. A collage is a collection of photos from various sources that are put together to make a whole. Asking learners to make a collage on issues that relate to peace will help them understand those issues better. 34. Show and tell. Explaining concepts to peers with visual aids to reinforce understanding. 35. Advocacy building. Learners as advocates of peace are encouraged to translate their deep understanding of peaceful coexistence through various community-based advocacies.